Greetings and salutations. Welcome to another episode of 365 Days of Gaming. I appreciate you taking out time to check out this video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Greatly appreciate it, so thank you in advance. Now today I think I have the most 90s game that I could possibly have for you, right? And I mean that in like mid 90s. And some of you may have heard of this game, some of you may have not. But either way, just keep an open mind and just try to think about it in the context of when this was made. This is Booger Man, a pick and flick adventure. Now you may be asking yourself, what is Booger Man, right? So the character you play is Booger Man, also known as eccentric millionaire Snotty Ragsdale. Like, come on, man, everything about this game is great, right? But let me just give you a little context as to how I came across this game. This is shout out to my cousin Lamont, who introduced me to this game like back in the day. And like Lamont was like at times the most 90s kid I knew, because he was into like creepy crawlers and Dr. Dreadful's Drink Lab and like Freakazoid, and like he was one of the coolest people to me just because he was like 100% him, like even as kids. So he told me about this game and it was like, okay, yeah, this makes sense, like why you would know about this game. And it's not bad. It's a side scroller. You have different abilities. You have booger based attacks. You have like, burping and farting. Like I said, the most 90s thing ever. And you have to collect like plungers and different items to, get bonuses and things like that. And at the end of every 4 levels or so, you get a boss you got to go against. Like I just remember being like surprised at how well designed the game was. Like it's from Interplay, so same people who made Clay Fighter, which makes sense because they were always into kind of the gross out stuff, which was par for the course in the 90s. So the game isn't incredibly hard. The bosses can be a little difficult, but like the regular enemies are fine. You get by default like 2 hits, and you can find a cape that gives you an extra hit. But there's nothing bad about the game. It's just not like super good. Like it's a decent game. But I always was kind of amazed that like they just like really went all in on like the boogers and snot and farts and all of that like gross out stuff. It was like the only thing they was missing was like Nickelodeon slime, which if they would have probably had that seal of approval, this might have went down as a top 100 game or something. But yeah, it's Booger Man, right? Like it's everything the name says. It's very, very reminiscent of what's going on. When you die, you kind of turn into like slime and fade away. The names of the levels, like the flatulent swamps and things like that. Like everything about it is like, yeah, they went all in on it. They really was like, if we're gonna do this, let's really do it. So I always thought this game was like really interesting. Like I rented it a couple of times, and every time I go back and play it, it's like playing it again for the first time. Like I have vague recollection of it, but never like nothing I really remember. So I thought this way, if nothing else, I can just go back and watch this video later whenever I want to, think about what's Booger Man really like. But if you played this game, please tell me your thoughts. Like when you were a kid and you saw this, like were you excited when you saw advertisements for Booger Man? Because like I remember seeing it in like gaming magazines, and like I said, eventually my cousin Lamont told me about it. Like, yeah, no, you should try it, and it was decent. But yeah, I like to hear your thoughts of the first time you saw it. Like, did your parents see you get it and be like, what are we doing? I always love hearing everybody's stories about their experiences with these games, so I look forward to that. And as always, I appreciate you checking out this video. Hope y'all having fun. Y'all be safe. Peace.